in the early stages.
It's very unusual for us to have our last broadcast this early.
Well, that's a credit to the amazing work that the Tarpon program has done over the years. You're exactly right, Brian. It is a little unusual for us. We gave you your home team starting lineups, pregame injury report brought to you by Thibodeau Regional. The Tarpons are injury-free. That's a blessing. First pitch will be brought to you by State Bank and Trust Company. We got any scoreboard reports during the course of the day, they'll be brought to you by Patriot Marine Services. Ehret will have Champagne leading off, Jeremiah Johnson and Dustin Walker. That's 1, 2, and 3. Tarpons are in their home blue camos. John Ehret is in the road red. Well, it looks like they have the last names on the backs of the jerseys, so that actually might help us a little bit during the course of the broadcast.
If you can see it, it's so small.
First pitch of the game will be brought to you by State Bank and Trust Company from Res Due. We are underway with a pitch a little low, 1-0. Right at 11 o'clock. Who would have guessed it? 1-0. It's called strike.
Pitches right down,
A good little breeze, man.
It is. It's a nice day. It's a nice day to be outside today. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Foul tip maybe. 1 and 2. All right, let me ask you this. We've seen this home plate umpire. There's a big zone when he's out there. If you are a South Lafourche coach, are you telling your catcher and your pitcher, hey, man, let's try to nibble a little bit off the outside black, knowing that you're probably going to get that call?
Absolutely.
1-2's hit on the line. That's dropping, and that's a leadoff base hit for the Patriots. So a 2-strike base shot, and John Ehret has a man aboard.
Sends a shot to left field for a base hit. Putting a base runner in for number 3, Johnson.
Johnson will stand in.
Rest is throwing strikes to start this game. Short lead at first.
Pitch was low, 1-0. Now that lead's widening out a little bit over there. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Picked up by Johnson to even the count of 1 ball, 1 strike.
Tarpons trying to get the first out of the game. John Ehret trying to threaten here in the first. Rest's pitch is a little low, blocked by Mack, 2-1. Wind is blowing across from right to left. Pretty much the same wind field that we had the other night when Ellender was here. Swing and a miss, 2-2.
Picked up by Johnson to even count of 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Coach Guitros told us that the only person that they would really like to not use today on the mound is Carter Kale. It's cut on and miss there. That is a strike 3.
Big swing by Johnson for strike 3.
Question for you, if you can answer this one, Casey.
What's up?
See the runner at first, steals, goes to second, gets hurt in the process.
Yeah.
They have no bench. How, if he has to come out the game?
Good question. I have no idea. Walker will stand in. That's by Mack, and the runner will take the extra bag.
Come out seeing he's throwing strikes now.
The old announcer's curse.
Wild.
One 0. There's caught strike on the outside corner. 1-1. There's that spot that I think if you could hit that spot consistently, you're going to be in good shape today with this home plate blue. That's a little low. 2-1.
I learned something last game. You can't question a call because remember when Coach Angela They had a discussion.
Oh, yeah, the zone changes right away after that. The 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2.
It cut by Walker, even
That
down
he
2 balls, 2
became
strikes.
kind of angry.
Tarpons got a strikeout, but they've also issued a base hit. The runner advanced to second on the wild pitch. This one's hit in the air to right. The park will not hold this one. It is going to drop foul. Brian, did you see the crazy play that I posted to social media last night at my Nichols game?
No.
Off of the pitcher, off of the diving second baseman, right to the shortstop who flipped it to first. A 1-4-6-3 put out.
We'll have to take a look at it.
A little high and out. That was on SportsCenter last night. It was a top 10 play.
All right, Hollywood.
I didn't make the play. I'm just telling you it happened. The 3-2. Got him, and there's 2 away. I think John Ehret is learning what I think some of the Tarpon fans know. On that outside black, you better be swinging with 2 strikes, and there's 2 away.
If he was here last game, he would swing at that one.
Big strike 3 call for out number 2.
So Walker is put away.
6, Harness.
Harness will stand in. Runner in scoring position that the Tarpons would love to strand. Inside corner for a strike, 0-1.
Right down 308 on the inside corner for.
So on the highlight, they had you making the call, or
No, it's just like their
That's-
reporter. Like, hey, check out this amazing play from the Nichols game. It's a little low.
well, we're gonna have to talk. To
Yeah, we're going to have to
someone.
get that fixed.
Yes.
I totally understand where
Can't
you're
have
going with that.
Cannot have that.
The 1-1. Yeah, strike 1 and 2.
So he's hitting that outside
Down,
part.
good launch connection for strike 2.
Rest is 1 pitch away from striking out the side in the top of the first inning. I'm sure he would love to do that. The runner at second takes his lead. The 1-2 is taken off. Mack will throw down. If they get the tag, he's out. They got him. And that will be the end of the top of the first inning. Ehret tries to take third. They get pegged out. We played a half inning. Still scoreless. We'll be right back on KLEB. They're facing John Ehret pitcher Micah Alvarado, the lefty. We've seen his warm-up tosses. Coach Gitros did tell us they have one dude on the mound. We don't know if it's Alvarado. First pitch is a called strike.
I don't think.
Watching the warm-up tosses,
Yeah,
you were not convinced?
Yeah, I wouldn't think it's their guy, but
The 0-1. Outside corner for strike, 0-2. He looks upstairs and says, how about that, Brian Colley? 2 strikes on the outside corner.
watch after this pitch.
That's the one that he likes from his catcher, the 0-2 breaking pitch wide, 1-2. To answer your question, Brian, I don't know what would happen if a John Ehret player, God forbid, would go down. They don't have a reserve. They just have to play with 8 in the field. And if it's a base runner who goes down, I don't know what you do there. The 1-2. Foul.
Then he got one fan. There's a little girl. Maybe 2. I've seen someone else walk out their dugout. Yeah, there's 2.
Alvarado throwing strikes in the early stages. Resdue trying to represent the first base runner of the ball game for the Tarpons, that is. Little low, 2-2. Catching Alvarado is Champagne behind the plate. The 2-2. Outside, a little too much outside. He gives you a little bit, not that much.
Yeah, that was a little bit too wide.
Nice crowd on the home side. It's filled in nicely. It was a late arriving crowd, but 11 o'clock start time, you understand that. 3-2. It's foul on the right side, out of play.
Foul into the net to lead the count. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Ehret's coach caught that ball off the net.
Three balls and 2 strikes to the leadoff batter, Resdue. Fisted foul, staying alive, working the count.
Due's a big fan of BGs and stays alive on that one. Count still full, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
So their goal is to make Alvarado work. Res is doing that in the early stages. Hit on the line. There's a base hit right up the middle for Resdue, and the Tarpons will have the leadoff man aboard. Good job, Res.
Back up the middle. And standing safely on first base.
Outstanding at bat for Res.
The glove, Griffin.
Worked that count to full, fouled a couple off, and solid base hit.
I don't think there's much more you could ask for than that. With your leadoff batters, Jack Griffin will stand in.
How aggressive. I think Tarpons can be aggressive here if they choose.
I didn't even really look at Champagne's throw down the first, or down the second rather, whenever he had it. Tarpons are taking off, and it is a wild pitch, so they'll take the base.
Due once again showing off his athletic prowess he got from his mother, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Lafourche High School, and hustles his way to the second base.
Boy, it is getting deep in here.
And Res had a huge lead.
Big lead over at second as well. Bouncing around over there. He's taking off. They'll bunt it. Pitcher will pounce. Got to make a throw. He'll throw it away. The Tarpons are going to score. So just like that, South Lafourche will get on the board. How far is Griffin going to run? He'll drop the anchor at second. Coach Gitros told us in the pregame, he said, hey, look, we're going to bunt a lot today. We're going to challenge these guys to field it. And it's 1-0.
And that's what we're talking to Coach Gitros at in play-by-play, sport corner, where he wants to go small ball, but they got the first guy on base, so you can do some things.
Now, Big Mac will stand in, and he has the ability with one swing to make this a 3-0 game if he could get a hold of a meaty pitch. Let's hit foul 0-1. The game you were on paper expected to win, but sometimes in baseball it doesn't work out that way. The Tarpons have jumped on them early. It's a good sign. Little low, 1-1.
Missing outside and low to even account of 1 ball and 1 strike. Mac.
Alvarado, the lefty, winds and fires. That's hit on a line into the glove of the shortstop. Has to make a throw. They got it. That's a good play out there by the shortstop. Walker getting it to the first base bag. The runner at second advances to third.
But Griffin hustles his way to third base, putting a runner in scoring position for number 9. Eddie.
Yeah, look, shortstop made a good play. He stayed down on the ball. Mac made it very close.
Eddie Money will stand in with a chance to make it a 2-0 game. Galicia has come through and has thrived in situations like this during the course of his career. It's a little high.
Catcher tried to frame that one.
There's only so much he could do.
Yeah, it was not even close. But he didn't frame it to stay on the outside. He framed it all the way in the middle.
Yeah. That one hit on the right side, foul. Coach Buck would have had a glove. He would have probably laid out and tried to make that play.
Coach Angela, wishing he had a glove on for that one. 1-1 to count.
Galicia trying to get a RBI. Ground ball to the right side would do the trick. That's outside, 2-1.
Just a bit outside. Ball 2.
One across in the inning on the bunt from Griffin, which plated Dewey, who led off the inning with a base hit up the middle. The 2-1 fouled into the netting, and it's 2-2.
Eddie Money sends it into the net.
Alvarado kind of giving some Pertwee vibes a little bit. He's not throwing all that hard, just kind of changing some speeds. The issue with that is the more the Tarpons see it, the more they're going to be able to square it up. Pertwee's a reliever. He doesn't face the lineup multiple times, most times. 2-2's hit a mile in the air. Will the Park hold this on the right side? The answer is no.
Foul out of play on the first base side. Count still 2-2.
Brian, did you watch the rocket land back home last night?
I sure did.
I was in Thibodeau, didn't get a chance to see it. Obviously very happy for a safe landing as that one's hit on the left side under the glove of the third baseman. And the Tarpons will have their second runner of the game. It's 2-0.
Third base line. And now Blake Griffin.
I was glued to the TV, well, maybe 2.5 hours or so, or 3.
Julian Matador Morales.
Julian Morales will stand in. Speaking of guys with some pop, saw him almost hit a ball through the wall in left field at E.D. White. They'll throw down. That is not the best pickoff throw in the world, and it will sail into right field. So the Tarpons will get an extra bag out of it.
Pickoff throw gets by the first baseman. And that'll put Eddie Money on second base.
I'm getting the feeling early, Brian, that we're not playing 7 today.
4.5.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Just as I say that, he unleashes a nasty breaking pitch that's cut on and miss. Julian trying to straighten one out and plate Galicia over at second. That is wide. 1-1. One ball and 1 strike. Dug out on the home side making some noise. That one's hit on a line. Foul. He was out in front of it.
Matador wanted that one to stay fair, but fouled on the third base line. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
So I'm going to test your wrestling trivia. We call Julian the Matador. Who in WWE ranks back in the day was known as El Matador? You don't know her, Wes?
No.
Tito Santana, El Matador, Tito Santana. The 1-2. Hit on the left side into the glove of the third baseman. Has to make a throw. It's a high throw, and he threw it away. Tarpons are going to round third. They're going to head for home. Julian's going to head to second, and South Lafourche has a 3-0 lead.
Throw gets by the first baseman, and that'll plate Alicia and put the Matador on second base for number 6, Dr. Carter.
So that'll be an E over there at the hot corner. Carter Kale will stand in.
He fielded it, kind of bobbled it a little bit, getting ready to throw the ball, and it just sailed high on him.
See if Kale could get something to drive. Wide, 1-0. Exactly what you would want to do on a day where you were favored to win. You get an early lead. Take some of that pressure off. There's a called strike. Good pitch, 1-1.
And notice what we talked this year, how many times the Tarpons have been hitting the ball to the right side. Right now, it's all to the left.
Yep.
They've seen the ball extremely well.
Big old lead for Julian over at second. Pitch is low, 2-1. Julian won't be able to fly. Maybe he'd be able to throw. He didn't throw a whole lot against Letcher, so maybe he's eligible today. Coach Guitros did say Carter Kale is the one that they really would like to not throw today, because they want him for Monday. That's hit on the end of the bat to right. It's dropping hard. That's a hit. Julian got a late jump, but it looked like the right fielder maybe had that one in his grasp. Drops at his feet, and the Tarpons will have runners at the corners.
As will say, they called me everything to the left. They hit it to the right.
15, Matthew Harris.
You've been doing this long enough. You know how it works.
But look, that was a good at-bat by Kale. To the outside, just went where the ball was pitched.
Pierce will have a chance to blow this thing wide open. And he is arguably, for my dollar, maybe the hottest Tarpon hitter right now. He has been swinging a scorching bat, including at Letcher. Kale with a massive lead. They're not holding him on for whatever reason. At first, he takes off. It's hit on the left side. Run will score. Shortstop will stop it, but there's not anything he could do with it. So Pierce will get an infield single. The Tarpons will get another run. It'll be runners at first and second.
Third base side of the infield. Put Pierce on, Kale at second, and Blake, the Matador, coming to the plate with 16, Bo Robert.
So Bo Robert will stand in. Take one high, 1-0. Res Due pitched a clean top of the first. The Tarpon bats have been active in the bottom of the first. 4 across and counting. The pitch. Hit hard, foul. Heads up over there, man on the phone, as that one just skirts through, and it is 1-1.
Robert is way up in that batter's box.
You forgot 1 ball and 1 strike for Robert, with 1 out, runners at first and second.
Alvarado, the lefty, trying to get the second out. Hit on a line into, through the glove of their shortstop. Kale's on his horse. He's heading home. They kick it in the outfield. So that'll allow the second run to be waved around and will score. And the Tarpons have a 6-0 lead.
Hard shot back up the middle from Robert will score Kale and Pearson. Put him standing safely on second base. Now coming in late for the 23, Brock. Okay.
Robert got to watch out, Casey. I was watching because he's so high in the box. Left foot step, it was out of the batter's box in fair territory. If the umpire's looking at that, that's an out.
Be something to pay attention to for sure, as Ogel will stand in. Robert over there at second base, 6-0 the score.
Yeah, all the Tarpon hitters are higher in that box.
It's hit up the middle into the glove of the pitcher. Has to make a throw. Not in time as he dropped it. Over at first, if they would have held on, it could have maybe been the second out of the inning, but they could not get it into the glove.
He's safe at first, putting runners at the corners. Number 3, Rex Dewey.
So Ress will stand in again. He led off the madness here with a base hit up the middle, hit a rope.
And I think a good job by Ogal. He went at the line up in the batter's box. He put dirt on it, over it, so you can't see.
Crafty veteran move from the senior. Runner at first takes off. They will not throw. It's a pitch ball. It's a ball, 1-0. That is one thing we can say for old Alvarado. He is a lefty, but he is not holding on the runners very well. The Tarpons have been able to drag race from first to second. Hit foul. There is a 3-inning run rule in LHSAA. We'll have to do a little math to see what that is in between the break. That one's hit to right center field. They're chasing it down. He couldn't make the play. So 1 run will score. The second run will be held up, which will allow Rest to take second on the throw down the third.
Odell over to third. Dewey gets to second. Putting runners at second and third for number 5.
Center field that had to come a long way, kind of like a basket catch he tried to do.
It was Kraft. Couldn't quite give it a squeeze. Jack Griffin will stand in. He had a bunt hit his last time up. They threw it away, and that allowed Rest to score. Swing and a miss. Foul ball. Foul ball. Not a swing and a miss. Foul tip.
Got Ogal at third, a lot of speed. Senior night, still home.
He could certainly try it. It is a slow, winding delivery from Alvarado. Swing and a miss there.
And
0-2.
left-handed, he can get a jump.
It would be a highlight. Like if he just took off right now, he would get there. The 0-2. Little low. Well, he'll get it there on this wild pitch. The Tarpons will score another run. Runner at second will advance to third. The pitch was a ball. And it's 8-0 South Lafourche.
Odell hustles in on the fastball. Dewey gets to third base.
There's something about these late
1 ball, 2 strikes.
season games over here at Eddie Blanchard's Field that
On Saturdays.
on Saturdays that just
Yeah. We've seen some get a little out of control. And it looks like this one's headed that way. The 1-2 is cut on and missed. And there is the second out for the Patriots.
Coming to the plate, number 1, Josh, the Big Mac.
The Big Mac will stand in. He grounded out to the shortstop. I know he wants to join the hit parade.
if Matt jumps on that first pitch, right center field.
So Ress has a hit. Brock has a hit. Mac would be the next one up on the senior hit parade. Hit right up the middle. There's an RBI base hit for Josh Mack. That a boy. So you could scratch that off Coach Guitros' to-do list. All the seniors have base hits.
Now coming to the batter's box of 9, Eddie Galicia.
Eddie Money will stand in. Alvarado winds and fires. Mack will take off. That's hit a mile in the air, out of play, foul. 0-1.
Foul, back out of play, over the net.
9 across in the inning for Big Blue. There are now 2 outs. Mac was going on the last pitch. He is going again. They'll pick off. They'll throw to first and then to second, and Mac beats it out. The pitcher had the right idea. They just didn't execute it properly. Now an RBI chance for Galicia. Mac will take off again. This one's hit up the middle, dropping for a hit. And Mac will waltz on home, and it is a 10-0 ball game. A little seeing eye single for Eddie Money there.
Mac on Galicia's shot to shallow center field. Now coming to the plate, number 31, Julian the Matador Morales.
First inning, every Tarpon player has scored across the plate.
It's usually pretty good. That's cut on a miss there. 0-1 to Julian Morales. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 hit hard right off the glove of the third baseman, and that'll be another base runner for Big Blue.
Hard shot on the third base line, putting runners at first and second for number 6, Dr. Carter Collins.
Collie had a bloop single to right his last time up. Just threw the bat out there, flipped it to right. That's hit a mile in the air, way foul on the left side. Boy, that thing traveled good and it stood like the concession stand area. He hit that one hard. It was way out in front.
The doctor wishes that one would have stayed in the park, but fouled out plate, bringing count 0-1 with 2 outs.
Breaking pitch. I got to give Alvarado a little bit of credit. He has not had great results, but they also have not had a mound visit or anything. He's just out there taking it. One one hit foul into the screen, and it's 1-2.
I mean, look, his defense is not
Fouled into the
helping him out.
No, yeah,
The
yeah.
Tarpons did have some hard hit balls that I gave base hits to because it's hit so hard, but his defense could help him out a little bit more.
One strike away, perhaps. That one's hit a mile in the air. Can someone give it a squeeze? The shortstop is going out and does, and that will retire the side. But the Tarpons have grabbed total control. They have a 10-0 lead after an inning. We'll be back in a minute here on KLEB. We lead off the top of the second inning. That one wide. 1-0. Rest is pitched low. 2-0.
I don't know why Buddy Miller is calling me terrible.
Buddy Miller said that you're terrible.
Yeah. Mentioned something about their fans, only 2 of them.
That's foul. I mean, you're stating a fact.
Yes. We got to report the good, the bad, the ugly.
I was called rude for reporting facts last week, so welcome to the club. There's a strike. 2-2.
But I get what he's saying. He's like, he's terrible for mentioning that.
2 balls and 2 strikes to count.
There's a 20-run rule, by the way.
So that's what it is, 20.
I'm going to read you directly from the handbook in just a second after this bat. I tell you the 20-run rule, as there's a called strike 3. The 20-run rule could come sooner rather than later. It says here, the game shall end when the visiting team is behind 20 or more runs after an inning and a half, or after the second inning if the visiting team is behind 15 or more runs after 2.5 innings. So there's 15 after 2.5, 20 after 2 innings. So if the Tarpons were to get another 10 spot, I would wrap things up as that is inside 1-0 to Kraft. And I learned about that rule because I remember one time Coach Joe Tuton sending me a score like, hey, we won 20-0 after 2. I was like, well, did the other team quit? Like, but that's when he told me that there was that second mercy rule because there's a swing and a miss. Rest pumping strikes. Outside, 3-1. Ehret did get a base runner in the first inning. Champagne got a leadoff base hit. Now they'll get a base runner on the walk. That one was not close.
Missing his own low.
Like an Alvarado pitching for the Patriots where he didn't walk anyone.
Now coming to play the 23.
Looks like his jersey says Moran. That's not what it was on the lineup cord. There's a called strike.
Right down 308 for strike 1.
I was trying to put a 0 and then get back to work on the offensive side. I have a big lead tonight. Speaking of a big lead, the base runner has a big lead. He has taken off, and it is a swinging strike, but the ball was low. Mac was never able to get it in the glove. So runner in scoring position for the Pats.
Kraft had a huge jump on that pitch.
They will throw back behind them, but the pickoff throw was on the first base side. Didn't allow them to really get a competitive look at it. Pitch is a little low.
That was a good pitch. Out the zone, but trying to get him to chase one.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Is it foul? Tarpons trying to get the second out of the inning.
Patriots second baseman fouls it hard into the net, leaving the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 out and a runner at second.
The 1-2. Breaking pitch behind them. Oh, let's say it hit him. Foul hit the bat. Wow. That's tough luck. Yeah, he's shaking his hand more hand. Yeah, the outfielders are very shallow, yes.
Golly.
Challenging the hitter to hit one behind them. That center fielder is not that far away from the infield out there. The 1-2, they'll throw back, and he is in safe. Got to be careful there, letting them know they're paying attention over there. One, two to Moran. So he ain't gonna miss.
Big cut, Moran.
And that is strike three.
Or strike three and out number 2. Coming into play. For 18, Avalero.
How about Big Rest with 5 Ks? Every out recorded via the K. Alvarado will stand in. You know he wants to do some damage. There's a breaking pitch that just skips. Rest let go of that one a little late. Bounces to the backstop, and the runner will advance to third. The 1-0. It's called strike 1-1.
Right down sausage point for strike 1.
1 ball and 1 strike to the lefty Alvarado. So he ain't gonna miss 1 and 2. Whatever that was, Rest, throw it again.
Yeah, he got fooled on that one.
He definitely was tied in knots on that last one. 1-2, got him, and that will retire the side. So 6 strikeouts for Rest through 2 scoreless. It's 10-0 Tarpons after an inning and a half here on KLEB. So, yeah, it's got to be a young guy. The Tarpons are going to get Leday in at bat here. One of the seniors who's technically not a senior, but who is celebrating senior day because he is graduating early. That's an honor. That's hit a mile in the air foul. 0-2. Aaron Leday is going to be trying to reach safely in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Got him. They, I don't think, needed to throw down the first, but they will.
From the day. That'll be.
And there's one away.
Strike 3 and out number 1. Coming to the plate. Before Brady Griffin.
So Brady Griffin will now stand in, and this is the part of the ball game where our lineup card goes to shambles, Mr. Collins. There's going to be a lot of subs. We'll be doing the best that we can to follow it, as Griffin will chop that one foul on the left side.
I'm not even changing names on my lineup card.
Yeah, we'll play it by ear. Coach Guitro spoke glowingly of the young man at the plate in the sports corner earlier this morning, said Griffin has had a big sub-varsity season. Good athlete. We remember him from his middle school days. A little low. One ball and one strike. That's hit on a line. Center fielder barely has to move, and he will give it a squeeze 2 away. Found the barrel, but the center fielder literally took like one step before giving it a squeeze.
Number 23, Brock.
So now Brock Ogell will stand in.
Brock is always a threat to bunt. He can bunt for a hit here.
I don't think that's Brock's walk-up song. Say it is. Well, this is a little low, 1-0. Interesting walk-up song. Oh, okay. The Cuppy Cake song. All right. Swing and a miss.
He had a good cut.
What would your walk-up song be, Brian Colley? That one's fouled away on the right side.
You know the song, I Shot the Sheriff?
But you didn't shoot the deputy?
Yeah, I Shot Casey.
Oh, we would alter it on Chat GPT.
Yeah.
That's in the walk-up song, right?
Oh,
Yeah, right between the shoulder blades. There's a base.
Man, I don't know. What was yours? Probably Taylor Swift, I'm sure.
No.
Pass, coming to the plate, number 3, Rest.
Let's do it. We'll stand. I'd probably go Hey Ya from Outkast.
I'd probably go 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, that's a good one too. Like, who doesn't start getting fired up whenever you hear that strum? 1, 2, 3. As Rest hits it on the left side. Gloved by the shortstop. They got him. That's good play there by the John Ehret defense. And the Tarpons have a scoreless second. We're through 2. 10-0 Big Blue. We'll be back in just a minute on KLEB. Bear with us, folks, because we're going to have some substitutions and everything in the Tarpons. That defensive alignment is not what the starting defensive alignment was. So we will try our best to keep tabs with it. But I could tell you that's not Galicia and Julian and everything on the infield anymore.
At first, is that Bernard maybe? Levron.
So we'll do the best that we can to get you some of the names. Restue is still out there. He's facing the big left fielder for Ehret. Looks like Falu, Falu. Swing and a miss.
Batter for the Patriots, number 14, Falu. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. I tell you what, one thing that Rest has been consistent about is don't really need a defense. Just strike out everybody. He's got 6 Ks.
Getting ready to say that no matter who's behind him.
Got him there. One away. That's so funny. There's a strike.
It's backwards K for Dewey.
Russell will stand in.
Going to the plate for 28, Russell.
7 Ks for Big Rest. That's hit hard, and that's a fair ball.
Yeah.
Russell takes out his frustrations on that one. The Tarpons in the outfield better go fish that thing down. Rattles all the way against the fence, and there's a double for the 9-hole hitter for Ehret. Big boy lays that one.
Big shot on the third base line, just staying fair. Stand up double for Russell. Coming to the plate, number 9, Tarpons.
Yeah, that ball was hit hard.
Little high. Champagne kind of has a little bit of that Gary Sheffield waggle before the pitch gets there. He works that bat. Two and 0.
Just missing outside. Bring out 2-0 to Champagne.
The 2-0 pitch bounces to Mac. 3-0. Jeremiah Johnson on deck for the Patriots. Don't have to worry about subs on their end. They have only brought 9. That'll be a 4-pitch walk. Couple base runners.
Just missing his own, and that'll be pretty fast for Champagne.
Jeremiah Johnson will stand in.
Johnson.
Johnson's a big dude. See if Rest could throw some strikes to him. There's one. Fouled into the screen, 0-1. One ball, or excuse me, no balls and 1 strike, rather. That one's hit up the middle, gloved by the shortstop.
Nice.
Boy, that's a good play there. They're not able to turn the 2, but a good job by the Tarpon defense getting the second out. Thought for sure off the bat that was going to be a base hit.
Double play was almost in time, but
So be runners at the corners. Tarpons do get the second out as Walker will stand in.
Number 2, putting runners at the corners. Number 16, Walker.
Walker is the pitcher right now for the Patriots. One thing I would not do is that pitch is low. If I were John Ehret, I would not try to go from first to second here because Mac will throw through and he will throw you out and it will end the inning.
Absolutely.
They're going, and he'll
Not
just
good
put it
for
in
him.
his pocket.
One thing I wouldn't do also, Case, if that said Roussel at third, he's coming home, not standing in his way.
Yeah, that's a big boy. Rest is 2-0 is by Mac.
go.
They're coming home, and the Patriots are on the board.
Ball gets by Mac.
So John Ehret gets a run, and it's 10-1.
Move over Johnson to third. 3 balls and no strikes to Walker with 2 outs. Top of the 3rd inning.
Rest will be trying to come all the way back. And it's out of the zone, so it'll be runners at the corners.
Missing the zone outside for the free pass.
With 2 outs.
Coming to the plate, number 6, Marks.
Let Mac throw it down here.
Coach Buck is going to go have a conversation with his pitcher. As Ehret is threatened a little bit in this top of the third inning. Tarpons are well in control, but
Yeah, they're just going over right here. You want to throw down and get them or what? Your rest walked a couple, maybe come with a pitch out and
yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea.
Try
Hide
it.
outside, let Mac get it in his glove quick, throw down the second.
probably reminding them, this is what we're going to do, cut in front of the bag and get the runner at third, trying to get to home.
Going over all those different situations. Here in a now 9-run game, the Tarpons are in control, needing one more out here in the third to get the sticks back up. Rest will throw back to, they almost got him there. Oh, that was a close play at first. Pickoff throw, you can't fall asleep.
No, he's going to be stealing. It's a huge lead.
He's going. Mac will throw
Yes.
it down. Oh, and the run will score. The runner charges home from third and will score. The runner at second is safe. So Ehret gets another run. Little excuse me swing over at the plate by the batter just to try to help out. So the 0-1 is by Mac, and they will take third. Wild pitch.
Walker will get his way down to third base on the fastball.
1 ball and 1 strike. Inside, 2-1.
Missing the zone inside for ball 2, 2 balls and 1 strike. The count to Horace. With 2 outs and a runner at third.
Dewey trying to get the third out as that's outside. 3-1. There's a called strike, and it's full.
Right down LA1 for strike 2. Full count. With 2 outs and a runner at third.
Dewey trying to keep up the strikeout brigade. He's got a bunch of them today. That one is just a slow roller to short. They'll charge it. Got to make a throw in time, and that will retire the side. Ehret gets 2 in the inning. We played 2.5. It's 10-2 Big Blue. We'll be right back in a second here on KLEB. 10-2, South Lafourche in front. The bottom of the third, Jack Griffin will lead it off. You know the Tarpons like to take those runs back. Walker still in the mound for Ehret, as that's high, 1-0.
What is the run rule after 3?
After 3, it's 15. So the Tarpons would have to score 7 in this inning to put a pin in it. Walker was good in the second inning. We'll see if he could keep that up. That one's hit hard, but right at the left field. Oh, nope, not right at the left field there. He came too far in. The wind kicked that one over his head, and the Tarpons will be at second base.
Griffin shot gets by the left fielder. He will stand safely on
Falou looked like he had it, and then at the last second realized I overran this ball. It is over his head.
That's exactly. He just overran it coming up, misread the ball. Again, wind's blowing, so
Mac will stand in.
Could be tricky out there for the outfielders.
It's a little low. I'm going to put you on the spot. We know the number is 7. Is this going to be a walk-off inning?
Yes.
You said that so reluctantly with no decision whatsoever. But you're standing by it.
Yeah, I'm going to stand by it. I'm going to say yes.
That's low, 2-0. Mac wants something to drive here in the bottom of the third. Walker's pitch. Hit foul. Out of play on the right side. Onto the road. And it's 2-1. There's high, 3-1. Hitters count. Mac is looking for a juicy fastball to drive right here.
Should be it right here.
Got it, and he hits it to right center field, and that's big trouble for the defense. That splits him out there. Mac made a wide turn. He's headed to second. It is an RBI double, and it's an 11-1 or 11-2 rather ball game. Good swing from Josh.
Yeah, not overswing and hit that ball really hard.
So Galicia will take his turn. Let's see if Galicia could get a big base hit here. Wide. Good stop by the catcher, 1-0. Big off-season coming up for Galicia. He's a sophomore headed to his junior year. Want to get bigger and stronger. Coach Guitros was talking with us about some of the arm issues. We'll get to that after this pitch. Where Galicia is cleared to throw, but he just isn't comfortable letting go of that curveball just yet because of the arm injury. And Coach Chandler told us, hey, look, that is a great catcher. If he's never comfortable again pitching, we're okay with that. But they do want to try to get him back on the mound. That's called strike. And you know how that goes, man. Sometimes the doctor could tell you you're 100%. If you don't trust it, it takes a while.
You have to be comfortable. If not, you're going to re-injure yourself.
And look, we even saw the game that Eddie was back behind the plate catching. He just didn't have the same pop throw in the baseball. He just doesn't trust it to let it go yet. That's hit a little looper on the left side. That's a fair ball. And that is just over the outstretched glove of the shortstop. Galicia will head to second. Griffin will head, or excuse me, Mac will head to third.
He gets his 2 tickets to paradise and stands on second base, putting runners at second and third. For you guessed it, number 31, Julian Matador Morales.
So Morales with a chance to further extend with 2 on and no outs.
The Matador has a chance for 2 RBIs here.
Big swing, and he might get 3. That is a foul ball, but boy, off the bat, and that would have been a 3 RBI swing if it were a little straighter. Just a little out in front.
Wind kind of pushed that one a little little to the left. Just a long strike for the Matador.
See if Julian could straighten it out just a little bit with that same oomph. If he finds the barrel again, breaking pitch high, 1-1. Was chopped on the left side of the infield, gloved by the third baseman. The Tarpons are coming home as they throw it up to first. So Ehret gets an out, but the Tarpons get a run, and it's now 12-2 ball game.
Throws in time for out number 1, but Mac will score, and that'll leave a runner in scoring position for number 6, Dr. Cora Kale.
Kale will stand in.
Yeah, well, that first baseman, is it Alvarado out there? He better make sure he's on the bag when he catches that ball.
Little fister on the right side. Who wants it? They both want it, but the pitcher will win the battle, and there's 2 away.
Reeled in by the pitcher, Walker.
Tell you what, Walker's a small dude. Alvarado's not. I was not wanting to see a collision there between the two. Fortunately, there was not one, as Matthew Pierce will stand in. Tarpons have further extended, have a 10-run lead now, which would mean that they would be 6 outs away if they could keep Ehret off the scoreboard. Little low, 1-0.
Time for the season to end. My ink pen
Ink pen's dry.
just about out.
Foul.
Foul out of play.
And it's 1-1.
One strike for Pierce.
Pierce has been
Huge lead.
swinging a big stick, and you're right, a big old lead there. Swing and a miss, 1-2. He could take the bag, frankly, anytime he wanted. The Tarpons are just being nice with a 10-run lead. They don't want to be stealing bases and all that good stuff. That's hit to center. The center fielder is under it. Can he squeeze it? Yes, he can, and that will retire the side. Tarpons get the 2 runs back that they gave up in the top half of the third. It's 12-2 Big Blue. We're headed to the 4th here on Kaylee.
Patriots, number 5, Kraft.
That's Dewey still on the mound, working into the 4th inning. A little low, 1-0.
Oh, that cough drop.
Not the best.
No, that cough drop bad.
Swing and a miss. But think about it, it's so bad that you don't feel like coughing right now, do you?
I feel like throwing up.
Well, then it fixed your cough. Gave you something else. The 1-1. It's called strike 1 and 2.
Right down LA1 for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Account to Kraft.
Ress has had the strikeout pitch working this afternoon. The 1-2. That one's way too wide. It's 2 and 2. The recipe here, just throw some strikes, make them put it in play. I think you'll be A-okay. Get the bats back up. There it is. 1 away. Swing and strikeout.
Big swing and a miss for strike 3 and out number 1. Coming to the plate, the 23, Ehret.
So Moran will stand in. I do not know how they got their lineup card, what they put. That's not at all Moran, what they wrote on there, but that's what's on the back of the kid's jersey. So that's what we're going by. And he didn't turn and look at us and say, what the heck, man? That's not my name. So close enough. Rest is 1-0. Outside, 2-0. It's not the final game of the year for the Tarpons, but it is our final broadcast. We would be with the boys on Monday against Houma Christian School on the road, non-district game on the road, no playoff implications. Figured senior day would be a good place to put a pin in it for us.
And really not an ideal place to broadcast.
Yeah, we've been there before. It's not the best setup for us as well. Rest is 2-1 after the last one was fouled off. It's hit in the air on the right side. Carter is under it and squeezing it 2 away. In foul ground, Kale makes the squeeze, and there's 2 quick outs for Rest. As Alvarado will stand in.
Fly ball. For out number 2, now coming to the plate, number 18, Alvarado.
Swing and a miss.
Good pitch right there from Dewey.
Those are the ones that taste good. No ball and 1 strike.
See my buddy taking care of me.
Hit in the air to the left, and that's foul.
She's a grimace I'm making eating this.
Foul out of play on the third base side. 0-2 the count.
The things we talk about in a 10-run game is the flavor of Walmart brand cough drops. The 0-2 from Rest. Hit on the right side, should be routine. Robert smothers it, and that will retire the side. So a 1-2-3 for Dewey. Tarpons have a big lead. They're going to the plate, trying to add to it on senior day. It's 12-2. We'll be back in a minute here on KLEB. Bob Robert will lead us off here in the bottom of the 4th inning. He taps on foul on the left side, 0-1. So for the Tarpons here, the recipe's pretty clear. They are trying to get as much insurance against the 10-run rule as they can. But if they get too much insurance against the 10-run rule, it'll wrap it up here. 5 runs and they're out. So that was hit on the line to the shortstop. Robert runs well, and the ball's booted. So there's a base runner for the Tarps.
Robert gets safely on first base. Coming to plate, 23, Rob O'Gale.
O'Gale with his cupcake song stepping in.
There was an echo.
Yeah, I had to turn it down. You were a little hot. It's high, 1-0. Catcher came up ready to pounce, but then dropped the baseball. I would not advise throwing down there because the right fielder was not ready to back up the throw. That's a more conventional way to do it. Pick off move and he's in safe.
Yeah, close play.
Big old lead. My goodness, a massive lead. Not going. Pitches are called strike 1-1. Walker has been good in relief. He has just allowed a couple of runs. He's thrown strikes. He's pitched to contact. They throw back, and Robert is in safe. We got our boomer of the game whenever this one wraps up. We got a lot of nominees today. It's brought to you by Joe Septic Contractors, as the runner will take second on the wild pitch.
Robert shows his speed and gets his way to second on the fastball. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Play-by-play Monday, we will give you a rundown of the power rating numbers. It is a hodgepodge right now. A lot of local teams on the bubble. The 2-1, foul. How about on the softball side? Vanderbilt goes from 50-something game winning streak to now not even number 1 in their own classification after 2 straight losses.
Crazy.
Two balls and 2 strikes with no outs. Tarpons looking to add some cushion. That's hit up the middle, and the center fielder is there. Boy, we've seen that a lot today. Balls hit right where the center fielder barely has to move.
Go ahead and pause, Casey.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification here on KLEB. Rez Due will stand in. He is 3 outs away from a complete game, potentially, on the mound if he could have some scoreless work in the 5th. Hits that one to left center. Caught by Kraft. Boy, covered some ground. Thought off the bat, there was no doubt that was going to be a hit, but Kraft really got on his horse.
Better play by Kraft for out number 2. Coming to the plate, number 5, Jack the Glove Griffin.
Jack Griffin will stand in. There's a pretty big run over there at second base. You'd love to have an 11-run lead. Just gives you a little wiggle room. That's low, 1-0.
Coach Guitro is going to have a decision if he wants to keep Due in, or maybe, I don't know, he want to try and get Mac on the mound.
That's foul. The one thing Mac really, I haven't seen him get a chance to like warm up or anything like that.
He didn't count that 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs at a runner at second. Bottom of the 4th inning for the Tarpons.
The 1-1.
Oof.
Good pitch. He rung him up, even though it was not strike 3. And it is 1-2.
Seen that before.
1 ball and 2 strikes. That's hit hard to left, dropping, and that's a base hit. The Tarpons are going to get an insurance run, and I think we're going to see a double out of this for Griffin, and we will. So there's a big insurance run for Big Blue.
On second base for a double.
Giving him a little cushion against that 10-run rule skirt. As it's now 13-12, that ball is hammered.
That was a well hit ball.
Number 1, Josh the Big Mac.
Big Mac had a RBI double his last time up. Boy, we saw Galicia flirt with a home run earlier. Josh, if he hits it on the barrel, could do the same. Galicia had home run distance, but was just out in front foul. A little low, 1-0. Walker in relief. Mason Mack. Yeah, it's called strike, 1-1.
Catching the outside corner for strike 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here comes Mac.
Mack trying to deliver an RBI shot. Fisted on the right side. Who wants it? The catcher wants it, and that will retire the side. So Tarpons get a run, so they got a little cushion against the 10-run circle. Ehret needs to score 2 to stay alive when we get back here on KLEB. Rest is back out there. We got a little time. The Blue Boot Foundation, driving awareness of childhood drowning, make a difference. Thibodeau Regional Health System, a leader in bringing the latest and best technology to our region. Lafourche Parish Fire District number 3, smoke detectors save lives. So install yours today. Stay safe and plan smart. We got another couple for you after this first pitch. I think Terrio Dewey and Terrio Insurance, who make insurance easy since 1957, as that one sails high. A little wide. Joe Septic on call 7 days a week, 24 hours a day for all your fencing and septic needs. Advanced Eye Institute, make the right call. Get your eyes checked by Dr. Darby Chasson today. There's called strike. And last but not least, Lady of the Sea General Hospital, compassionate medicine close to home. Their amazing new facility. 3-1 to Falou. Attaboy, rest. 3-2. Good pitch on the outside corner.
Strike 2, full count to Falou.
And he got him. Big first out for rest. The strikeout pitch has been on all day for Dewey. So Russell will stand in.
Dewey's 8 strikeout.
Big boy hammered a double to left his last time up. Called strike one.
Right down Sausage Point for strike one.
Be the end of the home schedule for the Tarpons. They'll be at Houma Christian Monday afternoon. There's a called strike to Russell, and so 1-2.
That's right.
Good spot, man. He's hitting that corner.
Get another couple outs. You could get out of this afternoon a smidge early. The 0-2 is cut on and missed. Another strikeout for Ress.
Be number 9.
Champagne will represent the last chance for John Ehret.
Back to the top of the Patriots order, number 9, Champagne.
How about the senior strike out the side?
Be lovely.
High and wide, 1-0. Tarpons will get win number 14 on the season. Little up, 2-0. Dewey delivers. That's high, 3-0.
How about you thinking of home plate umpire saying right now, just get it close so I can call a strike.
Yeah, one of those. There's a not a strike. I thought that one was over the plate, so maybe not. It's a 4-pitch walk as Johnson will stand in.
Number 3, Johnson to the plate.
Mac throwing out a runner would be a good way also.
Yeah, there's a swing and strike, 0-1 rather.
In this game.
Do they dare? Champagne has a nice size lead. He is not going. That one's hit foul, and it's 0-2. Strikeout number 10 for Ress, and a 5-inning performance would be nice. We'll see if he could get the squeeze here. He's been awfully good on the mound today. No balls and 2 strikes. Dewey's pitch. The runner bluffed like he was going. The pitch was low.
Just falling low for ball 1, 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Johnson.
Ress will deliver another. Boom. Got him, and that will be the ball game.
10 strikeouts.
10 strikeout performance for Dewey. Great job by the Tarpons. They close this one out, get a 13-2 win over John Ehret. Shout out again to the seniors, Rez Dewey, Aaron Lede, Joshua Mack, and Brock Ogel as the Tarpons take care of business. We'll take a quick break. When we get back, we got our Boomer of the Game brought to you by Joe Septic Contractors with Big Blue getting a big win. We'll be right back after this.